In my home country of the United States, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is known as the greatest genius in all of classical music. A true prodigy, a man with an incredibly youthful exuberance about him, but also a very serious side when it came to his music. I think there tends to be a myth or a legend that somehow when you listen to the music of Mozart, you will, by some sort of osmosis, become more intelligent or talented, as if the genius of Mozart himself rubs off on those who listen to his music. Hello, my name is Evren Ozel. I'm a pianist from the United States. I grew up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and currently live in Boston, Massachusetts, where I've lived for 10 years or so now as a student at the New England Conservatory of Music. I'm currently in New York City for some concerts, and I do not own this piano, but this is the main instrument that I practice on while I am in New York. It belongs to the wonderful Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, and they do have a nickname for this piano, which is NOLA, and I always feel such a relief when I get to come to New York and practice on this instrument, because I can really make everything sing just as I like. My very first memory of Mozart's music was at a children's concert done by the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra. I was probably about 4 or 5 years old, and they had two soloists who were sisters. They were probably 10 and 12 years old at that time, and they came and played the Mozart 2 piano concerto with the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra. And we, in the audience, were told that when we heard this piece, this concerto for 2 pianos by Mozart, whatever emotion we were feeling in that moment that we were receiving from the music, we were told to act it out from our seats. And I think that started really a lifelong love of Mozart's music for me. What is my face when I listen to the music of Mozart? I think it should be something like this. A face of bliss and also very strong emotion. I think one thing that makes this volume of the Next Generation Mozart Soloist project so special is the 2 piano concertos that have been paired together on this album. These are both rather youthful concertos for Mozart in the grand scheme of his piano concerto output throughout his life. I think it's so special and amazing that these 2 concertos are paired together, being that they're on the more youthful side of Mozart, but still so different in character. It was a wonderfully special experience to get to record this album with the Radio-Symphonieorchester Vienna and conducted by Howard Griffiths. I learned so much, not just about playing Mozart, but I think playing music in general and what it means to exemplify complete artistry in music making. Maestro Griffiths did very well, and the orchestra, of course, did very well also. It had a very inspiring impact on me in the recording sessions, and I have held on to it since then.